Does air have weight? Maya asks in a YouTube video. She then takes two balloons with strings tied to the two sides of a stick and then bursts one of the balloons. The side of the stick attached to the air-filled balloon weighs down. This means air has weight. You might be thinking, what am I talking about? This is one among the several simple and effective videos posted on Kathadi, an educational YouTube channel meant to teach concepts of math and science to Adivasi children in Tamil Nadu. Started by Deepak Chandra and his wife Maya Nathan, both graduates from IIT Madras, Kathadi has been running for 2 years now. Let's find out what more they have to say. So let's get straight into your YouTube channel. So when did you start Kathadi and what was the main idea behind setting it up?
So Kathadi is the outreach project of Vidyodaya Maths and Science Resource Center. So Vidyodaya Maths and Science Resource Center is a part of, is supported by Vishwabharati Vidyodaya Trust, Gudalur, which works for the Adivasi children in Gudalur and Pandalur taluks. So Vidyodaya Maths and Science Resource Center was started in October 2018, and the Kathadi YouTube channel was launched on National Science Day on February 28, 2019.
So when we joined Vidyodaya, we started understanding the context over here and realized that there's a huge problem of children dropping out of the school. So there are statistics that Adivasi children, by the time they reach 10th, 70% of them drop out. So we started looking to what the reason behind it. There are many reasons for this, and one of the major reasons was they were failing in subjects like maths and science. So they were not understanding these concepts, the way they were taught in the schools, and they were not able to relate to this to their real life. So that's when we realized that we should do something about it. So we started this program to popularize maths and science.
I know that on your channel you mostly teach maths and science. So what could you tell us what languages they are in, the subjects and the experiments or the concepts that you teach?
So right now we have the videos are in English and Tamil. So we have mapped most of our videos to match the Tamil Nadu state curriculum. And so when we started the channel, we thought that since it's an open source channel and it's freely available, it should reach as many children as possible. So we have it in English and Tamil. And in future, we are planning to dub it into Adivasi languages so that it is helpful for the Adivasi children here. So currently we have dubbed it into Paniya, which is an Adivasi language. The Paniya Adivasi people stay in Nilgiris and Wayanad. So already our Kathadi Paniya channel is up, and in future we are planning to have some more languages as well added.
So how do you decide on what content you will put out every day on the Kathadi channel?
So we started off with doing only the basic maths and science concepts. So later we realized that the teachers find it helpful when these activities are mapped to the syllabus that's there in the textbooks. So then we started picking out concepts in the grade 4 and grade 5. So we have mostly covered some of the concepts which lend them to the activities. Now we have moved to the grade 6 content.
So in future, do you want to do other grades as well, like 7, 8?
Yes, our target is till grade 8. So after that, the exams take the priority and everything. So we hope to make it grade 8.
Like you already mentioned that you follow the TN State Board curriculum, but I also know that you guys teach the children with real life experiences as well. So how does that make a difference and how do you do it? Could you tell us a little bit more?
By teaching through real life experiences, we take the child from the known to the unknown. So we start with something which the child already knows and then go to something which they need to know. For example, if you take languages, so we start teaching them literacy through traditional stories. So through that, they learn the rules of grammar and about the language. And Once they're comfortable with that, we switch to the Samachir content. So we take them from what they know, which is the traditional knowledge, to what they need to know, which is the Samachir content. Similarly, in maths, so when the children are learning to count, so every year we take the kindergarten children for a walk around the campus, so somewhere close to the main road, so they stand there and they count all the different vehicles. So each group is assigned one vehicle. So one group counts two wheelers, one group counts like the autos and so on. So through this, the children learn to make sense, learn number sense, and they learn to count. So and this is one of the few examples. Deepak will share a few more.
Yeah. So, for example, in science, so many of the concepts are abstract. So let's say air occupies space, but air is invisible. Like, it's hard to understand. So with this small activity where there's a glass bottle, so at the mouth of the bottle, there is a small paper ball, which is kept, and a kid tries to blow the ball inside the bottle, but then they won't be able to blow it because the air inside the bottle would push it out. So irrespective of how hard the child or anyone blows it, the ball comes out of it. So then it's an intuitive way to understand that the bottle is not actually empty; it has air inside it, and yeah, so like that. And let's say with the social, so when the children come, they have some spatial understanding of their village and everything. If they want to learn concept like maps, so first we encourage them to start a map of their own village. Let's say their house, their neighbor's house, and a small shop or something. Then later they understand the geography of the Gudalur, and then they go to the state and India and the world and so on. So as
Okay,
Mani
okay.
was saying, we construct what they already know, and then go move on to what they do not know.
The channel's name, Kathadi, is very interesting. Is there a story behind that name or why you specifically chose this name?
So Kathadi in Tamil means Katha means air, Adi means something which moves. So anything which moves in air, it's called Kathadi. So
So this is the one which inspired us to name it as Khathari. So this is just a single leaf and a stick which is stuck.
Okay.
So children, so when you run with it or when wind blows, this spins. So children play with this. So it was one of the days when we were just starting out the channel. Children were playing in the playground and they were playing with this toy. So yeah, so we were very amazed by their intuitive sense of they and their resourcefulness, that just with a single leaf and a stick they made out a toy and they were enjoying it so much. So that's what inspired us to name the channel Katari, and it has always been a reminder to us to keep the activities on it very simple, and it reminds us of the resourcefulness of the kids.
So, like I've seen in a lot of your videos on the channel, that you use very low cost and very easily available items to make the activities more fun and to make it easier for children to practice it at home as well. So, how hard is that? Like, is it hard or is it like easy to make those with everyday items, or how do you do it? Can you explain to us a little bit?
So the answer is it's both. Sometimes it's simple and sometimes it's difficult as well. So for the math videos, we have mostly used matchsticks. So this idea was mostly taken by the teachers in Vidyodaya school. So that's how they teach basic operations to the children. So we just took that idea and made videos out of it. And many other things were from the Vidyodaya school itself. But and Vidyodaya school is only till grade 5. So if you take integers, for example, which comes in grade 6, so many of the alternate schools like Rishi Valley and other schools, they use green buttons and red buttons. So for positive and negative.
And you guys have used green peas, right? Yeah, that video is extremely interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Tell us about that.
We did buy the buttons to make videos out of it. But
Okay.
then halfway we realized that the children have to go to a shop and then buy these buttons, which are still 1 rupee per button. So we realized, we just looked around and saw, is there anything we could make even simpler? and then we found this chickpeas and green peas that the children use it. And also we make sure we tell the children that they could use anything, like they could use stones or pebbles, whatever they find, to just represent positive or negative integers, and then do activities around it.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, sometimes it's difficult because not all the concepts in science and math lend themselves to these activities. Sometimes we have to measure something, or sometimes we'll have to use some other science apparatus. So that's when it becomes difficult.
So are you guys planning on doing these activities on other subjects as well in the future? Not just science and maths, but other subjects as well?
Yes, that's an idea that we definitely have, and we are thinking of borrowing ideas from Vidyodia teachers. So far, we might do in social as well, and English also, and with the languages. And we also have other resource people who are doing with early childhood education as well.
Okay. And will you do more videos in the Adivasi languages in the future?
So all the videos which we are making will be dubbed into Adivasi languages as well,
Mm.
because we find that then even parents can guide the students to do the activities at home.
Okay. Okay.
We have major three Adivasi groups in our school: Paniya, Katanaika, and Betakurumba. So Paniyas are the ones who are majority. Majority of our children come from this Paniya community. So, and also we happen to find resource persons for Paniya now. So they are dubbing the videos every day. So it's already up on YouTube, and they've started using it. So I think after this, we'll find someone from Betakurumba as well, Katanaika as well, and dub the same videos in these languages.
So finally, coming to the COVID-19 situation and the subsequent lockdown, so how have you guys connected to the students during this time, and how have the students taken it, like the online classes, how are they taking it?
We currently have two programs. One is that for the Vidyodia students itself, we have tried to connect to the students through WhatsApp. So they are not online classes because not all the students have access to smartphones, and
Yeah.
even those apps, they cannot come online at the same time because parents go for work and there are all these things. So we send short videos of activities which the children can do independently at home, and we send it on to the parents' WhatsApp number. So whenever the child is free, within the 2-3 days, they can look at it, do the activity or the worksheet, and respond back. So we have been able to reach about 60 to 70% of the children of class 4 and 5 through this. And we still understand that there are many more children in the villages, either part of our school or part of other schools, who do not have access to smartphones at all. So for those children, we have started village study centers. So these are very small groups of children, which there's a volunteer in every village who is able to who gives worksheets to these children, and the children work on it and then respond back. So far we have 18 study centers, and we have reached about 140 children in different villages.
Deepak, do you have anything to add to that?
No, just that. So Gudlur and Pandalur taluks have around 300 Adivasi hamlets of this tribe. So far we have only been able to find volunteers only in 18 to 20 villages. So we're in the course of finding more volunteers and starting a study center in each and every village. And there'll be about 10 students who will be able to access these resources and continue to learn.
Thank you for joining us today, Deepak and Maya. Thank you so much for your time.
Do feel free to like, share and subscribe. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.